I'm Austin.
I'm Diana.
And this is the Husband and Knife podcast where we discuss horror classics, new releases, and pretty much whatever we want. This is going to be the first episode where we're going to be talking about the movie Nope and our initial reactions, thoughts, and anything else we thought about it.
There's something out here.
Yeah, nah.
No.
No?
Nope. Mm-mm.
Nah.
No. Nope.
Okay, so we just got back from the movie theater. We saw Nope.
Yes, we did.
It was the third movie from Jordan Peele. I'll start off by saying I really liked it, but similar to how we felt when we left the movie theater after Us, Austin did not like it.
I liked Us.
No.
You're the one who didn't.
No, I think you're remembering that wrong.
Yeah, I remember, I don't know, I remember liking that one when I left the movie theater.
Well, but you told me that you didn't like Nope.
Nope. Well, nope. Although I liked the first half and the very end, it was just like the second hour of the movie felt like it wasn't as good. I mean, the movie was I looked up the runtime before we watched it. It was 2 hours and 11 minutes, which is really long for a movie in general. And this movie especially could have been a lot shorter.
Oh, and we're going to start off with some non-spoilery initial thoughts. So we won't get into the spoilers yet. But, I mean, like I said when we got out of the movie theater, I might be a little bit biased because I think I'm going to like everything from Jordan Peele. And I would say I like this more than I liked Us. But still not more than Get Out.
Yeah, well, Get Out. Get Out was my favorite too, but even if I didn't like Us when we came, what was that, like 2019, 2020?
That was 2018.
Oh, that was that long. Oh, wow.
I think.
Oh.
I could be wrong.
I don't remember. Whenever that came out, it was a long time ago. I mean, I remember, in my mind, I'm like, oh, I like Us. So maybe now, I mean, we've seen it like twice since then.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like it now if I didn't like it then. But, so, I don't know about Nope. It was good. It just, and maybe I did go in with a lot of expectations because of how good Get Out was and I liked Us. So, but yeah, I mean, the first half, I liked the characters a lot. And I feel like in the first half, like they were acting like their characters. And in the second half, it was more just, I don't know. There just wasn't much happening. There wasn't a lot of. It wasn't that exciting for me. The monster was really cool. I loved the monster thing in it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I really liked the monster too. If we want to get into that. Okay, so I was gonna say I really liked the monster. It reminded me a lot of Cthulhu. Do you know who?
That's just our dog.
That's our dog
sloshing some water, but.
Do you know who Cthulhu is?
Yeah, and like the monster at the end when it like went all whoosh.
Well, we went into spoilers.
Well, yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so there's spoilers. It doesn't matter.
That's not technically a whoosh. That's not technically.
Yeah, it's technically not a spoiler. No one knows what whoosh means. No one even knows what if you haven't seen it, you don't know what the monster is because the way the trailer shows it.
Yeah.
You don't see. The monster.
And I think it's also given that there's a monster because it's an alien movie.
Yeah,
so it's like you know what you're getting in.
Yeah,
there's going to be an alien reveal.
Some sort of monster. But yeah.
Without getting into spoilers, I really liked the characters. I think I liked them way more than any other characters in any Jordan Peele movies ever. Because I felt like it was a really, that you got a chance to just focus on a few characters instead of in Get Out, there's this giant family and you have a bunch of different people you gotta worry about. And in Us, obviously you have a pretty big, you follow the family the whole time, but you have a still pretty big ensemble. But in Nope, it's just, the siblings and then they're the tech guy and then the filmmaker and then you do have the random rodeo people, but they aren't in the movie for a very long time.
Well, even like the film guy, you don't really know much about him.
No.
He doesn't really do much.
Yeah. But yeah, I really like the characters. I really like the sibling relationship most of all. I thought that the actors did a really great job. But I'm also really biased because I
love Keke Palmer.
Yeah, this is a Keke Palmer safe space.
That's what I was most excited about.
Yeah, Keke Palmer was awesome, and it was interesting to see Daniel Kaluuya, like, I feel like he's always in roles where he's like the non-expressive, stoic character, but I could be wrong.
He was pretty non.
He was very like just a chill dude in this movie, and for some reason he just wasn't freaking out as badly as everyone else, except for some parts.
Yeah, I feel like no one really freaked out.
Well,
only when there was like possible death did anyone freak out.
Yeah.
It was pretty much like, yeah, we know there's aliens.
Yeah, we're okay. I guess we'll get into the plot a little bit without making. I can say it without spoilers. But so basically, Keke Palmer and Daniel Kaluuya, whose names I don't remember, M and OJ.
Yeah.
So they discover that there's this like UFO type thing hovering above their ranch, and it's like eating all their horses or whatever. And so they're like, hey, we're really broke because of something that happened in the beginning of the movie that I won't spoil, but they're really broke. So they're like, let's try to catch it on film because it could make us a lot of money. And so they basically spend the whole movie trying to catch it on film, which is a really interesting like concept for a horror movie if you think about it, because I feel like if I were in this situation, I wouldn't be trying to film it. I would be trying to run away. But I think also maybe Jordan Peele is like commenting on the fact that we need to film everything that we see. But that's getting into a whole other thing.
I don't think anyone cared that there was aliens. It was just like, there is alien. Even like at the rodeo thing, like the aliens were part of that.
Yeah.
It seemed like.
Yeah. And I think we've gotten in to talk about everything before we can get into spoilers now. So if you want to okay, I would say go see it. Final thoughts, I would say go see it. If you are a big Jordan Peele fan, just go see it. What would you say?
I would say go see it.
Yeah, I would say you won't regret seeing it. I really enjoyed like picking apart every shot that I was looking at and like looking for different things, because I know that Jordan Peele is very into like metaphors and like inserting imagery and things like that, and you know, weaving in themes and whatnot. And I feel like I can't watch a Jordan Peele movie and like just enjoy it. I mean, like I enjoyed it, but I'm always going to be analyzing it. So
yeah. Well, now we'll talk about spoilers.
Yeah. Okay, so spoilers. Stephen Yeun gets eaten the F up.
Well, so he knows that there's aliens.
Yeah.
And he brings people to watch aliens.
Yeah.
Why?
Do we want to start from the beginning of the movie? Or just...
Sure.
Okay, so the beginning of the movie starts with this whack-ass monkey. And he's on, like, this set. And he basically eats his castmates.
He's on a TV show.
Except for Stephen Yeun. Oh, did I not say that?
Yeah, it's a TV show. The chimpanzee's part of the TV show.
Yeah. And he basically, like, goes wild and eats...
He goes ape shit.
He goes ape shit. And he eats his... Doesn't eat. He, like, mauls them.
Mauls and... I mean, probably eats a little bit. You hear some crunching. He's got blood on his mouth.
He could be hungry.
Chimpanzees can kill you and then eat you a little bit.
Yeah. PSA. And then we get into this other crazy scene. I think that was the cold open. And then we get into a crazy scene where we meet Daniel Kaluuya and his dad in the movie, who is an actor that I've seen before, but I don't know where. He has a very, very familiar face.
Yeah, but he's like on a horse, and then there's like a dust storm, and then he's like dead. And then they showed like a coin on the ground.
Yeah.
So like things came from the sky and like pierced it. I just thought it was a dust storm, and there just happened to be like they showed a nickel. So I thought just like a nickel just blew in the wind and killed him, and I was like, how does that kill somebody? I was just thinking in my head, I was like, where did that nickel fall from? But yeah, I mean, when you get further into the movie, it's not just a random nickel.
Yeah, it turns out we're gonna be jumping around every now and then, but so it turns out that nickel and like other things, this alien thing ingests.
So the
everything.
alien, it looks like a spaceship, but it's alive.
Yeah, it's alive. It's really like it literally reminds me of Cthulhu, where it's like, I don't know if you've ever seen like pictures of him where he's like hovering in the sky and there's like clouds and it's like really ominous. He reminds me a lot of that. It's kind of like it reminds me of the that Pokemon where it's like the tentacle, it's like the white tentacles.
Oh, what's it called? I don't remember all the Ultra Beasts.
It starts with an N.
Nihilego.
Yeah, it reminded me of that. And it didn't have a face. Yeah, so anyway, when it eats everything, it doesn't, I don't think it knows what to eat and what not to eat, but it eats everything and then it throws up what it didn't ingest, obviously. So that's what killed Daniel Kaluuya's dad.
And see, I think it's kind of cool that it was like a spaceship that was alive, kind of. But it was also, I don't know, it was just kind of, it was cool, but also it was like, okay. I
think you were expecting, because there's like I don't know what it's called. There's a special word for it that I don't know, where like it's a decoy scare at the beginning of the movie when Daniel Kaluuya is like in the barn and there are like these creepy little alien figures. And I swear to God, I thought that was what the movie was. I think you were expecting aliens to be coming out of it and for the ship to just be the ship. Because it turns out that like these little creepy aliens that are following Daniel Kaluuya are like just kids pranking him. So I don't know. For me, I guess I see what you're saying. I don't know. Were you expecting there to be alien figures?
Well, yeah, but I don't know. I was like, oh, that's cool. It's a ship. But then, because just in the second half, it's really just the second half.
You're stuck on the second half? Well, I enjoyed it through and through.
Because they were like there was this tech guy with the two siblings, and then this filmmaker they called up to record it because they needed someone who could capture it well, because they had security cameras, but there was like a bug covering it, so they couldn't get it, so whatever. Yeah. But like and then I felt like it was like 30 minutes of them just like recording, and I was like, okay, and it just went on for so, and there was like lots of moments where like you thought someone was dead, but then they just weren't dead. Like that tech guy, he like got swallowed up like 3 times, it looked like, but then he's just sitting there.
Well, no, he got, because he was tangled up in barbed wire, and so for some reason the monster alien thing didn't eat the barbed wire, so it like spit him out.
But he didn't look spit out. But he didn't look spit out.
No, he did. Because I don't think he ever fully went in.
Yeah,
the mouth.
I couldn't really tell what was happening.
Yeah, he was. So towards the end of the movie, okay, so what happens is they finally get this alien monster. I don't know what we're going to call it. We're going to call it alien. They finally get this alien on camera, right? And for some reason, so they hire this filmmaker and he brings on this like camera that doesn't. Oh, and that's another thing we forgot to mention. Like whenever the alien comes through, he or she like deactivates a lot of the power and everything. So they get this filmmaker who comes in with like a hand crank, non-electric video camera. And so they get the shot, like they get the shot that they needed to prove that it's the Oprah shot. They get the shot that they need to prove that the alien exists. But for some reason, this stupid filmmaker wants more. He's so greedy.
Yeah, I don't understand that. That was kind of random. He just like walks. He says like some ominous thing.
Yeah.
Then just starts filming, and then the thing starts to suck him up, and he just screams and continues filming. Is he dead?
He's dead. He got sucked up. I think he was kind of like the crazy artist character, because when we first were introduced to him, well, the second time we were introduced to him, he's like watching some weird nature documentaries that are of like animals eating other animals.
Yeah, I
And
don't
so
know what he was
and so
watching.
he said, I think the thing he said before he got eaten up was like, I need the impossible shot or whatever. Like, so I think he wanted to be famous, but at the same time,
He was already famous.
no, like, how are you going to be famous for a shot that you're taking when you get eaten? He got eaten, so it's like, what was he thinking he was going to get famous from?
I don't know. It was really quick.
Yeah, I didn't care about him.
Neither
so
did I.
much.
I didn't even remember he was introduced at the beginning of the movie
No.
because he was just kind of skipped over.
Yeah. I mean, the whole time you're just worried about Daniel Kaluuya and Kiki Palmer.
Yeah, because like
And also, I guess, the tech guy.
yeah, I liked the
I
tech
like
guy,
the
but
tech
he didn't
guy.
really do much in the movie.
He's just kind of there. I mean, he was helpful.
Well, yeah, he was helpful, but he didn't do too much.
But you know what I did like about this movie? I liked that there's always this thing in horror movies where, like, say I saw something crazy and I told you. Most of the time in horror movies, you wouldn't believe me. You'd be like, that's crazy, blah, 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 blah. But from the get-go, it's like Kiki Palmer is like, she didn't see what Daniel Kaluuya saw, but she was just on board right away. So I like that, like, the movie suspends your disbelief for you. I think it's cool that you don't have to spend so much time, like, watching the characters try to convince each other that, like, shit's happening.
Yeah, no one needed convincing. Like,
No, it was just really, like, we were just talking about how, like, at the rodeo, it's just a thing.
yeah, it's like, so Steven Yeun's character, I don't remember his name.
I don't know.
I don't remember his name. But he's like, he was like a child actor. He was in with the chimpanzee that mauled the people. He was on that show. He didn't get mauled. Obviously, he didn't get mauled.
He didn't get mauled.
He does like a fist bump with the monkey. That's like his thing, I guess. But like, so he witnesses all his maulings. Then the chimpanzee gets like shot in front of him while he's about to fist bump the other one.
Yeah.
But his fist bump the chimpanzee. But then like, now he's got a rodeo where he's like
it's called like Star Lasso Express.
Yeah, it's like Jupiter's orbit.
Claim.
Jupiter's orbit or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I really don't know. I thought it was a TV show.
We're just fresh from watching this movie, so we didn't take notes or anything.
But I thought it was a TV show at first, but then it looked like it was just a show.
I think the TV show is a separate thing, and then he's doing this like weird rodeo thing on the side. I don't know.
But the weird rodeo thing is like he's showing off this alien ship.
Yeah.
So like he knows there's aliens. People are coming to watch this alien, but then they all get eaten by the alien.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't watch this show.
Well, it was just kind of weird to me. I was like, because I had no idea what he was gonna do in the movie. I didn't know what his role was gonna be, but he like knew there was alien. I don't know. It was just, I didn't really care for that.
I mean, the reason is there as to why you would include Steven Yeun's character and like the whole Gordy thing. The Gordy thing is the chimpanzee.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to like. It was
think
it was something about like treating animals ethically in movies and stuff. Because like Gordy was like, he's like a chimpanzee, which is, I mean, the sitcom was like being filmed in the 90s, and I don't know when people realized, because there was some person in somewhere in like the New England area that owned a chimpanzee, and their chimpanzee got out.
Crazy.
It went and like killed like somebody or multiple people. I don't know. So I don't know when people realized that. I don't know when that was. I don't know when people realized you weren't supposed to like do stuff, because the chimpanzee, it started mauling people. It got scared by balloons popping. So then it went ape shit on people and started killing them.
Yeah.
And at the beginning of the movie, they have like the horse on set, and he's Daniel Kaluuya, because they like train horses for Hollywood.
And I think you get that in the trailer. So
I don't remember that from the trailer, but I know. But they like train horses for Hollywood, and he's like trying to give a safety demonstration, but these people aren't listening to him. And then the horse kicks something, and they get kicked out of the set.
Which is not the horse's fault.
Well, yeah, it's not the horse's fault. And then then when they have the alien, it's alive. Since he knows how to train horses, he's like, oh, he knows how to like kind of
Steven Yeun?
No,
Daniel Kaluuya.
He knows how to like train the alien, because he's like, you're not supposed to look at it. You're supposed to like figure out what it likes, what it doesn't like.
Yeah, I thought that was. I think it's so smart and I just don't have the brain power to like decipher what he's trying to say. What Jordan Peele.
I think he's just trying to say treat animals well.
Yeah. I mean, the whole time we were talking about. I mean, I was thinking about our dog because I was like the horse, the Lucky. She or he looks so much like Pascal.
Yeah, our
dog.
dog.
Like, oh. But yeah, I think it's trying to say. Don't be a dick to animals.
It was like something about like how you treat animals in Hollywood, because it was all in like show business. All the animals. He trains horses for movies. The chimpanzee was in a show. Then the aliens in the show, I guess.
Yeah.
The rodeo show.
I guess you could say the alien is an allegory for how we treat animals, but the thing is, I wouldn't know if the theory is that like. Okay, so my thing about Steven Yeun's character is that he, like, for some reason, he's trying to capitalize off his trauma. It's really weird. Like, he collected all the things, like the shoe that was on set when, like, Gordy went all crazy. And he has, like, he can tell, like, effortlessly, he can retell, like, the skit from SNL that's, like, recounting this very tragic thing that happened. Mm-hmm. But he's, like, doing it like it was just a story that happened yesterday, and he's, like, fine. But, so I don't know if he's trying to, like, replicate that with this alien thing. Like, he's taking this scary thing and trying to, like, make it, just tame it, basically. Because before the chimpanzee gets shot in the head, he's trying to fist bump this thing, and it's like, oh, I start to feel bad for the chimpanzee after it, like, mauls all those people, because it wasn't necessarily his fault.
Yeah, he wasn't. He was trained, but he's also a wild animal, and you never know when a wild animal's gonna attack you.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, what is the parallel between Gordy and the alien thing? Like, are we trying to...
I don't know.
What is he trying to do?
That's what I didn't know.
What is Steven Yeun trying to do with this alien thing? Like, profit off of it, even though it's dangerous as heck? I guess.
I don't know. Maybe he wanted to train it and...
Just like Gordy.
Yeah.
I guess. So
I don't know that.
That's a little too smart for us here.
No, I was trying to think of that, but I was like, I didn't see it.
It will take a second watch to fully understand, and probably a bunch of YouTube videos.
But yeah.
And a bunch of Reddit comments, but...
There wasn't a lot of scary parts of the movie.
You know, I was thinking the whole time, like, I went into it, I was like, okay, this is about aliens. I wonder how it could scare me, because I was thinking, I was like, I'm not usually scared of aliens, because aliens are more in, like, sci-fi action movies, and I'm not really afraid of, like I wasn't scared of Alien.
Yeah.
The Xenomorph, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm not really scared of, like, the prawns in District 9.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, how can this movie be scary? But then I was like, wait, I'm, like, really scared of aliens.
See, I wasn't scared. I was only scared when he was being pranked by those kids, and I thought those were aliens. That was scary.
Because the faces, like, when things have faces, they're way scarier than when they don't have faces.
Yeah, because the monster doesn't have a face. It's just
it doesn't.
It's just like a circle with a hole.
Yeah. It's like a donut.
Until he goes whoosh.
But no, I actually am pretty... Like, it's pretty low on the list of things that I'm scared of, but I guess I am afraid of aliens. Like, not in the sense that, like, if I see something flying in the sky at night, I'm going to be, like, scared of it. And I'm not a conspiracy person at all. But then I was thinking, okay, what are some alien movies that scared the crap out of me? The Fourth Kind. That's scary.
Have I seen that?
Yeah, that's the one where she's, like, all, like, her face is, like, sunken and scary, and it gives me, like, chills. It's like in Alaska with, like, Mila Jovovich.
Oh, yeah, I remember that
and then
one.
And then, like, the alien talks all, like, oh, I'm getting, like, the chills. Getting heebie-jeebies. Talks all, like, that ancient language and stuff.
Yeah, okay, I remember that one.
But, yeah, so I guess I am afraid of aliens, just because you feel so helpless, and what's the way to defeat an alien?
See, I'm not scared of aliens, because they're just... I feel like in lots of movies, they're just like, they come and destroy. I'm like, I feel like if aliens came here, they wouldn't just start killing us. I just feel like they wouldn't do that. I feel like if they were smart enough to get here, they would probably want to make contact with the life form. Like,
I guess.
I feel like if humans found aliens, we wouldn't just say, okay, let's start shooting them. We would try to, like, we come in peace,
Yeah.
We'd probably do that. So
Yeah.
I'm not scared of aliens.
Yeah. But the movie was scary. I would say I was scared by it. It was more like on the edge of my seat, like, what's going to happen? And when I was genuinely scared and didn't want to watch was really the alien faces during the prank. But, like, I wasn't afraid of the alien itself, like the actual real alien.
Yeah, it was
like,
kind of goofy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if goofy. For me, it wasn't. It's like, wow, you're like looking at it. It's like, I would best describe it as like an alien you would see, or like an entity you would see in like cosmic horror. Do you remember watching Annihilation?
Yeah.
And at the end of Annihilation, like this eye explodes and like eats whatever the character's name was, and then like it's like Natalie Portman fighting a silver version of herself. It's like things that you can't. It's a monster that you can't really conceptualize. It's like so abstract. So for me, I guess it wasn't that scary, and I guess it's too because it didn't have a face, so I wasn't afraid of it that much.
I wasn't too. I did like at the end when it got blown up.
Yeah, the ending was cool. Keke Palmer had her moment, and
She,
you think that Daniel Kaluuya is dead, even though you don't want to.
I didn't really know because there was like a bunch of is he dead, is he not dead? So
Yeah.
I was just like, if he's dead, he's dead.
I cried. It's the only Jordan Peele movie that I've ever felt like really emotional about.
But she like launches this giant cowboy balloon up. The alien like eats it, but the thing is, it couldn't swallow certain things because of there's a few shots where they show things like getting eaten up its digestive tract. They weren't like being like destroyed by like stomach acid, but they were like going up. Like is the esophagus the thing you eat with?
I don't know.
I think
the esophagus is the thing you breathe.
Is that whatever one? Your food tube. It was its food tube. Whatever one that is. So they show it, but apparently it can't eat certain things. And this balloon, it's really like narrow.
Like a giant.
It's like people. It's like smaller than a person.
It's like what balloon?
No, the stomach thing.
Oh, the stomach.
Yeah, it's like small. It's like it's like a whale where they like can't swallow big things. It's only small things. So the balloon goes in there. It's trying to swallow it.
And it's like a Macy's Day Parade.
Yeah, and then it just blows up.
Float balloon.
The balloon like pops, and that blows the monster up.
Yeah. And I guess we could talk about the ending. I thought the ending was going to be a bummer because Keke Palmer, like she almost... So she's still trying to get pictures of this thing because it's like, I've done all this, I better still get pictures of it. So the ending, it seems like she ends up not getting the photo of it. And there's this whole theme throughout the movie where it's like, it starts off with like, did you know that the first moving picture was of this like black jockey, and we know who took the moving picture, but we don't know who the jockey was. And so
it was their great grandfather.
Yeah, and so at the ending,
Did you know that the very first assembly of photographs to create a motion picture was a 2-second clip of a black man on a horse? And that man is my great-great-grandfather.
there's this whole thing where it's like, okay, we have to take the picture, like Daniel Kaluuya and Keke Palmer have to take the picture, otherwise like TMZ or other news outlets are going to start like trying to take the picture of this alien and steal it from them, just like they didn't name their great-great-grandfather or whatever. So at the end, you think that she didn't grab the photo, and all of a sudden this like swarm of like news people or whatever start showing up to the scene because obviously they probably, given everything that happened with the rodeo and people got eaten up, it got like national attention or whatever.
You could probably see it in the sky.
Yeah, and you can also probably see it in the sky.
It was huge. It was hiding behind a cloud in the movie, but at this point it was just out in the open.
Yeah, it was just like, fuck it. If you see me, you see me. But so you think that like, crap, like Keke Palmer didn't get the photo and she did all of this for nothing, like her brother died for nothing. But it turns out that the photo just was developing or whatever. She actually got the photo, and then her brother is alive, so it's a victory. It's very triumphant. But if it ended like she didn't get the photo and she was beat by like other media outlets, I would have hated the movie.
I don't think I would have, just because
I guess it's realistic.
I wasn't too happy with it at that point anyway, except for the explosion. So whatever ending was...
That's so interesting. I liked the movie the whole way through, but I guess it felt long. It was long. It was the longest Jordan Peele movie. So I guess there were some parts of it that were dragged out.
It was only a little bit longer than us.
Was it?
Just like 5 or so minutes longer.
But I was invested the whole way through. But that's just me. That's because I really enjoyed the characters and really could have watched them do anything.
Yeah, the second half, if there was more of the characters, then I would have liked it more. But it seems like they didn't do much. They didn't do like their own thing in the second half.
Yeah.
They were all doing the same thing, trying to get the picture.
Yeah. But it's a different horror movie plot than what we're used to.
Yeah.
But I really liked it. I would go see it again.
I give it like a 6 out of 10.
6 out of 6? That's so painful.
6.5 maybe.
Where would you rank it? I guess we talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
Get Out is still your number 1.
Yeah. That's like a 10 out of 10.
I mean, if you're going into this expecting kills like Us, you're not going to get them.
You don't see anyone die. You only see the dad at the very beginning die.
And that's like the only gore.
And there's not even really much gore. It's just like the things that fall and stab in people, it's like coins and like keys. So it's just like little sharp metal things fall and stab them.
There's not very much gore in it at all.
And it's in the distance. Like he's on a horse and the horse starts walking away.
I don't even think I even saw what happened. I was just
like you see stuff fall from the sky. And then the dad just like slumps over. He's still sitting on the horse. Daniel Kaluuya is just watching him. He's like, he might say like dad or something. And then as the horse is walking, then the dad falls off the horse.
Yeah.
And that's when he realizes.
Yeah, I guess the beginning of it is the most, it's the goriest part. But the rest of it is pretty tame. I mean, like Us was definitely the
you said the chimpanzee. You don't see the chimpanzee like mauling them. You just see the blood. You hear like squelching of the chewing.
Yeah. So
you hear like the fist hitting, and you see the blood on his face, and you see him get shot, and the blood splatters. Okay,
well, I guess it's a little gorier than I remember it, but that's just like 2 scenes. That's so secondary to the rest of the movie. The rest, like the main monster alien, you don't really see.
There's no blood. No, there was the blood that runs down the window.
Yeah.
When it like spits up stuff.
You don't really see it, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Like Us was really gory.
Yeah.
And so I think that my theory is Jordan Peele is like going through different genres of horror movies. So he like did I don't know what Get Out was. I don't know what you would say Get Out was, but Us is like kind of like a slasher.
Yeah, doesn't she have a?
She has a
sword.
Pair of scissors.
I thought does she not have a sword? She has a little sword.
Adelaide had like a fire pokey thing.
Yeah, she has something long and sharp.
Yeah, and then obviously Nope is an alien movie. I don't know what you would call Get Out. Get Out was like really its own thing. Psychological?
Yeah, I guess. I guess the lady is a therapist.
Catherine Keener.
So
yeah, we just saw her in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah. So yeah, there is. It's like psychological.
So what would you like? I guess we'll end it with a question. I have a question. What genre would you like Jordan Peele to tackle next?
Me? You're asking me that?
Yeah, I'm asking you. There's zombie. That's a hard no.
No, I don't like zombie movies. So.
And so there's zombie.
You would need to tell me.
Paranormal. I'd like to see Jordan Peele tackle a scary, like
a scary,
like a
demons
scary,
and shit.
Yeah, like a scary, like paranormal type movie.
Yeah.
I think he could make some really, but I don't think that's his thing.
No, because none of the movies have been like boo scary.
There are a few jump scares.
Us I think was the scariest, but that's because it's like at nighttime.
Yeah, this was a lot of daytime. It was really, really nice to look at the whole time.
Yeah, I know. It's nice to see a movie during the day because 90% of movies are at night.
Except for Midsummer, but we didn't like. I thought it was okay. I wouldn't watch it again.
That was, but like
hot take.
Lots of movies have because of all the CGI they do it at night, but this one.
And the night, yeah, I thought it was really bold. I just one last thing: the alien was shown in broad daylight, and it wasn't cheesy.
No, it wasn't.
Looked really good.
Yeah, it looked fine. I mean,
the special effects were really good.
it was really simple. Well, at first it's simple, but then when it goes whoosh, it's a lot cooler.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool alien.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to see Jordan Peele tackle a scary possession
Yeah.
horror movie.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I agree.
All right.